Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the EMEA Masters Winter 2025.
A scuffle over this bot side scuttle grab. Isma waiting on Afro Boy. Wisely puts down the wall, but here comes Nusser looking for the shattering strike. Can't quite find it. Goes crashing on down. Misses everything.
Hang about.
Getting a decent stand, and yeah, hanging about. Not for long though, as Nos 2K finds himself 350. Nice early kill as Isma has to flash on out, and EWI find themselves a great
Reset
start.
and started moving up to the top side of the map, so I'm not really sure what the plan was there. They didn't see the lane swap coming, maybe. But at the same time, we already sent Enso up, so it seems a little bit disjointed, and that does mean that nobody from Karmine Corp has been there yet. So one grub has gone down. Now, however, the fight could start.
Flash onto Slowkey, ults away, but that's meant Tokimo's in a horrible spot. He's only level 4. It's stakes for KCB. They pick up the Alistair, and Tokimo regrets his options all the while, though. Grubs were kind of going down. It'll be Main claiming at least one of them. Daisy, now under threat, gets a shield put on top of her, but will still be brought low.
Yeah, because that's just a bit too much damage. Now, if we can do this really quickly when we're already there, maybe Evie have a chance here, but I think it's not been started up, and there's a lot of Karmine Corp members coming on down. So KC in a really good spot for this Drake fight, and they can probably take that momentum rather far going into the mid game.
Ults and flashes all up and available. Could well be a bit of a nightmare there. The Afro Boy is going to walk around. He's going to look for that steal. Yeah, it's a bit risky. A lot of members here will be a suicide trip. Yeah, he does a back away. Yeah, doesn't go for the smaller steal. And it is just taken over. You were absolutely right, Dante.
What is important is that the ultimate ability with an unknown shorthand has been used, and you think that might help the grubs, but the fight's bot instead.
Okay, burns the Unbreakable, and the Sur's in danger, goes over the wall with the crash down.
Shift in, shift
we'll
in.
have the blast going, we'll think about it, but Slowkey's
oh, shift out!
Looks for that fate, sealed flash over the wall to shattering strike, and Nusser turns it all around as he hits to level 6, but it's a little too little, a little too late, as Relative finds the difference. 2 kills
my
back.
mind has been overtaken by the fact that you talked about Yone unbinding, and I was like, he does wear a big white wrap around his torso. That is true. I haven't thought about that before, actually.
I was going for the unbound soul, but I get what you're going for. Did I? There's definitely some people in AO3 who've thought about that way before that. We're very late on that, I am sure. It's a bit of a chunk. There's 3 people here, and Isma now looking for an angle. The bullet time, though. Brutal gets down the magnet. Still Tokimo going to be in danger here. Will likely be 1-for-1 in terms of support. The redemption a little too little, a little too late to keep the cow alive. Oh, but Slowkey all the while decides to do what his champion decides to do, which is run at side lane. Turns Mainter will throw a load of needles at the wave, try to hold it down. It's getting dive, but there is no wave left. Should still fall. Cannot survive against 2.
Yeah, not quite. I mean, the Gwen not there yet. We've only got the Riftmaker, which is not too helpful in the 1v2. Couldn't extend it, right? But that first turret was picked up down bot, so we are now just one objective away, one neutral monster for KCB, and I believe that is a Chemtech that has been started, so that could well, and yeah, no one's really in position to stop that. That should just be feats going on over to KC at the 17-minute mark. To rewind a little bit to go to the Spirit Visage. Seems pretty useless in the 1v1, but you pair that with an Ivan, that's a pretty hard to kill Gasante right there. So we'll keep an eye on this one as the redemption was finished as well. Rockwell could be a big...
And again, that might genuinely be a big difference maker because Ivan, one of the hardest scalers in the game.
Oh my god.
And because get a massive turnaround, flash and interrupts the ult. Isma just about alive and ends up somehow being 2 kills to KCB. Despite the overchase, despite the bullet time going on down, Isma survives, Atakan's up, there is no spike.
Oh, that's a bit of a horror. That's not what you want if you're AV right there. This is your strong moment. That's the spike when we have the strong Corky coming on through. We've got the Ezreal nearly stacked on up. It looks good. Big damage is coming out from Relative, shredding through, putting out some AoE, and then boom, bullet time. It's like, oh, yeah, that one. You know, and it happens sometimes. It's only been 13 years, but, you know, maybe misfortune in a choke.
Picked up a load of extra gold. They've burned Flash and ult of Tokimo, who will not have those up and available as a key part of this in the moment to come. So I think this could well be the moment that this game breaks. 3XA gets a big double up. We'll keep some damage on Tokimo, onto the backline, and I don't think he's talking much longer. The clock is wound down. Big redemption. Slowkey keeps hunting for damage. Gets the unbound soul kill as the pseudo deathmark does its work. 3XA will withdraw, but will not die. Nos 2K though somehow stays alive.
Fortunately, it doesn't take too much. Ooh, watch the Hex Flash. Maybe an engage coming through.
Oh,
it's too keen. Oh, you're too far forward.
No, no, sir. That's problematic. They might just have to give up their sword. They still want to keep fighting. Slowq is teleported back in. The one remaining member alongside Mainta, who has got those withdrawals, can look to be obnoxious here as Afro Boy summons Daisy at the other side. Rocco trying to buy time. Mainta skips and slashes over the side. Gets the Mega Blast Code looking for an angle. Does have the needle work. Crash for a second, dragging continues, goes into the back line, gets the Hallow Crash, trying to do some work, but not 2K, it's got to bring a scene on stop, bullet time is solid, but doesn't get any kills, Rocco in the backside, Isma goes twisted, advancing forwards, and the headbutt onto the Misfortune lives up to her namesake, shutdown for the side of Relative, Slowq will get Tokimo, but talk about Ivan,
it's a sort of demon flank, but it's like, yeah, you're not really there yet. And you're going into all the squishies. Problem is, they're the damage dealers. When you're right on top of them, they can still hit you. And now it's a 1v3.
Holding court. KCB really feeling very happy coming to face check. I forgot things like the saplings for fake vision, but looking like the turnaround now to play for this mid lane tier 1 stood for a long time, no longer. Claimed now by the remaining members of AZ.
Alright, we finally managed to pick that one up, get a bit of gold. And a lot of vision around this topside river, a lot of vision around the Baron. I think it's not really the plan yet, but we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, what's going on bot lane? Put very low. Might need to be a little worried there. That could end up using. He's forced out. That's a direct gone.
Yeah, I agree. I think the needlework has taken him really, really low.
That's a fully snatched Q. Rocco, you might just die to the Q here.
Got to be really, really careful. Misses his Untouchable Strikes part 3, and the turret falls. We said it was going to be a problem. Doctor, it's a problem.
It's happened. That's 700 gold right there. Yeah, and you saw Mainta started recoiling and then said, wait, why? Why would I?
On the Ivern, looking for the kill. The brute caller, the turnaround. Daisy's here. Relative on the side. So it's Danger not 2K untouched. And the Rel goes too deep, trying to find a pick onto the jungler.
Gosh, again, we're just a bit far up. I don't know, could we maybe... Was the billet time in range? I'm not sure, but... Oh, gosh, I think that was a TP... from some, there's TP from Slowq, that's fine. So that's not coming out from either of those. But the Baron started on up, and Rocco is actually going to come and get involved.
All right, it'll be the 5v4. Teleport's coming on back. Ults available on the whole for KCB. They're going to need to use an outcome. Nature's grasp. Bullet time and angle. Baron down low, but not taken. 2/3 away. Slowq flash Q3. Finds the angle on Afro Boy. Fake sealed into the backline. Tokimo falls. Jungler's dead, support dead. Baron's still available. Mainta won't go flashing for it. I know what you saw. I saw it too. He holds his nerve and doesn't go too far.
If that Scry's Bloom saw all 3 of them, there's a world he flashes. He might go for it. See? We're feeling strong. We're coming off the recall, but that is the Baron now.
Just had their main team go all the way to first stand finals after a really tricky group stage, but the perseverance are there. In the LFL, though, they have been back to their winning ways. Slowq, a player I've known from NLT for many years, moved over. Isma had a bit of a merry-go-round experience at LEC, now playing for KCB for EMEA Masters at least. Dragon was secured, of course, just there by AB, but all the while, 3x8 in a 1v1 versus Rocco, who is doing a fairly good job of healing up with the Bloodthirster. And Mainta sniffs once and ensures that Cassante says no more.
And that's in him? Yes, it is. Oh, just like, well, actually, he's healed up a lot. He's shedding. For a second, I thought he was in a bit of mortal peril.
Well, Siege continues. Slowq continue to threaten on the side. Have the Mortal Steel stacked up, but Mainta in this 1v1 on the Gwen. LCK has nothing to say with the Hallowed Mist down and about. Very difficult as Isma tells the enemy to take notes. And Afro Boy enjoying that. Lands the roof corner though. That's exactly the kind of notes he's taking. Pushed him out, unfortunate. Now the needles start coming to fly. Slowq starts on the Nexus turret. Has the soul to rebind. Tokyo now looking for an angle potentially on in. No rest of the team there at all. 2 inhibitors about towards Mainta. Gets hit by another root caller. Allows Tokyo to get into range for an immediate pulverized headbutt. Trying to heal on up. Gets a big step. Magnus Storm comes on down. They have killed the Gwen. But at what cost? Everyone else's health bars taken precipitously low. They lose 2 in trade for just the Gwen.
Precipitously mean. I don't know we could afford these kind of $15 words sometimes as well. So, you know, I'll give them the opportunity. We do have Relative just defending right now, getting a load of money, can teleport in if you really need to, but something has to be done and versus the Maokai, you can't really walk into this Baron. So, the Karmine Corp having the inside track, they'll be able to pick that one up. And meanwhile, Menta is actually going to go ahead and solo the Chem Drake for the Soul as well.
KCB coming in as LFL first in the Teleport Cup. But they're up against EWI, who are second seed from Prime League. The Prime League over the last couple of years have been real powerhouses at EMEA Master. I'm looking at teams like Unicorns of Love Sexy Edition. I'm looking at Eintracht Spandau. We've had a number of teams come on in from the Prime League, and if not win it, then at least go significantly further than expected. Teleports come flying, though, so story time will have to pause. Kokoho looking for an angle, looking to try and turn this one around. Gets onto Isma, but not the easiest target. He's in a 1v3.
Oh,
he doesn't win, though.
Get out!
Slowq still looking for an angle. Redemption coming on through, but it's too little. It's too late. Mesa throws the needles in. I don't think he wants this acupuncture session. He's paralyzing everyone, and Afro Boy gets a close shave. No Afro to be found. Slowq teleports into the base as the bot lane run away from their structures, run away from home, run away from any chance of winning this game. Tokimo will be falling in a moment. Karmine Corp Blue put brick one in their wall for the tournament. First game, first win.